take it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I got in from work. I saw the W. I watched the highlights. I'm like, yes, sir. Nick Nurse is still in last place. Shout out to Scottie. Good game back. Solid game back. Shout out to RJ. You already know what that is. Listen. Jakob Poeltl had another double-double. Chris Breezy had a good night. The bench had a good night. What we doing? We don't play again till Sunday, so we get to ride this wave for damn near the whole weekend. We got Cleveland on Sunday, whatever that means. Then I think we got K. Clitalingus on Monday. We got a back-to-back Sunday and Monday. But right now, let's dance. Let's enjoy this moment, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday, everybody. This is how it's not only that we are enjoying the afterglow of a victory, no longer engulfed in that walk of shame. You know that walk of shame after you did and then you got to go to the car, you got to go to the cab, or you got to walk to the train. This is one of the ones where you know you put out that good performance, you stepping a little livelier. You know you put it down right now. Let me go ahead and take this walk. You walking down the street like you John Travolta at the end of Saturday Night Fever. Win is win, baby. Yes, sir. Happy Friday. We're going to enjoy this weekend. We're going to just watch, see what Philly do tonight and all these. We're going to enjoy that. See how it play out. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that things went smoothly. This was the Timberwolves ain't no walk in the park. Like listen, they might never get a win in Toronto, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere else on the planet, they get busy. This was a good test. This is a battle-tested group of guys in the Timberwolves. Like, this was a good win. And to see us close out, listen, this was one of them ones. This was a hang your hat on this performance type of performance. This is something that you can hang your hat on. Something that a lot of respect is due on this one. Mind you, still don't have Quickly. We still don't have Kelly Olynyk. The shift isn't even 100% there yet where we have the full roster. But we're making it work. And that's more important than anything. We're playing together and we're making it work. We needed a positive outcome, though, with Scottie coming back. We didn't need that stench of a loss or a subpar performance or any changes in the way that things are going. We remained so close, but yet so far, and Scottie being an addition took us over the hump last night. That's what we wanted to see. That's the best case scenario. Him taking us over the top and him being the icing on the cake, listen, I can't ask for anything more. Shout out to Scottie you know what I mean? Looking like, you know what I mean? Young Steve Urkel out there. If you know, you know. Steve could hoop. Jaleel White was a hooper. Man, they tried every year there, they brought in more and more basketball, episodes for him to show his skills. But yeah, Jaleel could hoop. And my man had the glasses on. I'm like, okay, let's get to it. And he got to it. You know what I mean? And it worked out perfectly. It worked out perfectly. And that's what I wanted to see. We needed a strong, unified showing, and we needed our production wave to continue. Long as the wave continued, there was no interruptions in the feng shui. Nothing messed up the energy. He was an addition to what we were doing. And that's what we wanted to see. That's where the trepidation and the caution and the concern lied. We didn't know how it was going to work because you know how it is. When you're a young player and you got your own thoughts and your own vision of what it's supposed to look like versus what it is in actuality, it's not that complicated. But you got to tuck your ego. You know what I mean? And this was a beautiful, beautiful game. They tried to slow the pace down deliberately because they know we like to play at a high speed. Ironically, them slowing the pace down, we still got 22 fast break points. Problem is, we still had 17 turnovers to our 22 assists. I don't necessarily like that, but listen, we still won. Long as we win, you don't have to be perfect to win. You don't have to be great to win. You just need to know what you're doing. Basketball does not call for, incredible performances at all times for a victory to be secured. You just need to know what you're doing. We knew what we were supposed to do. We executed, and we got up out of there with the W. That's all we need. 72 shots was enough for us to win. We didn't shoot great from three. That was still enough for us to win. We got to the free throw line 39 times. That was enough. 43 rebounds, 56 points in the paint. We produced enough to win. We kept it close. We won the first quarter. We set the tone. We let them know it was going to be work. And it remained that way for the whole game. It was work. It wasn't you look at the schedule, you think we're a young team, you're going to come in and you're going to throw your jerseys out there and then half-ass it and think it's a win. Nah, it ain't. We're going to fight for that first quarter. We learned that lesson. Check that box. You got to fight for the first quarter. You want control over this game? I love the fact that we're fighting for control of the game when the control is there to be had. Not after the fact. Because you don't want to fight back to just to get back into the fight for. Because that's two battles for the same thing. If you fight when you're supposed to, you don't have to fight twice as hard. Because you don't want to fight just to get back into the fight. That's a lot of energy being exerted. And we did the right thing. We kept it close. We continued to compete, and we closed the door. That 13-1 run, with the last, it got us up by 9 with 2.5 minutes left to play. That was a big enough cushion for us. That was a big enough push. That was big. That was knowing the moment, knowing you had to do something, doing it, executing, and getting it done. It's one thing to play. It's another thing to consciously know you need to make a push here, and then you do it. Getting to the free throw line 30 times in the second half, we understood what they were trying to do, and we executed. We were 29-39 from free throw line. It ain't perfect, but it's good enough. Long as we do enough to win. Whether RJ has to score 30 or Scottie got to score 25 or quick, long as we win and we're doing it and playing together. RJ had another masterclass anyway. For all you people who were talking about his shot percentage, he's taking a lot of shots. Look how many shots. Look at the percent. He's not a shooter. He's a scorer. But he shot, 10 to 14? 31 points? You're welcome. 10 to 12 from the free throw line? You're welcome. Scottie has 17 and 6. Solid performance. And he didn't grab as many rebounds as he could have. I understand the eye injury. You don't want to put yourself in jeopardy just yet until you fully healed. And I like the situation where he has to be a little more mindful. I like that for him. He has to be he can't just utilize his strength and think your way through it. And I'm glad that he's going to be able to do that because he needs to add that to the game because we're going to need him to be a little more cerebral and deliberate at times and a little aware. Right now, we're riding a wave. There may be another wave coming and then another wave after that. And as long as we understand that no matter what, we surfing these waves together, there's no one man bigger than the team. There's no one man bigger than the group. Jakob Poeltl had his 4th double-double. That's all I can ask for. You know how I feel about Yak. My man Don Julio. And we doing another double-double. I'm just saying, keep doing it and we keep winning. We creep back into the conversation. Listen, it's going to be what it's going to be. That's all I'm saying. He can definitely sneak in. We may be closer than we thought. Chris Breezy had a good game. 22 points, 3 threes. The bench had 34 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists as a collective. Those are all-star numbers, all NBA numbers. That's all we can ask for. And it was enough to win. As long as we're doing enough to win, I don't care what the numbers look like. Long as we're doing it together. And like I said, we may be closer than we thought to salvaging the season. I know, listen, some of y'all are in y'all tank already. You might have to get out that tank. Niggas love getting in the tanks early in the season. Get out that damn tank. We're one step closer to 500, right? I know a lot of y'all like, yeah, but we 8 games out. Listen, one game at a time. There's like, a good 66 games left? Anything can happen. I'm not with just throwing away the season and quitting just for the sake of, look, there's some imaginary prospect. I don't believe it until I see it. That's just a fact. You don't know what these kids are going to be in the NBA. You don't know. It's a very small percentage of first-round guys who actually make an impact. A lot of guys become role players. You know what I mean? But if we just get back to 500, just walk with me for a second. If we just get back to 500, we could be the third seed. If we get back to 500, we might end up being the third seed in the East. At 500, there's a lot of ugly betties out there in the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference is filled with a lot of ugly, hideous records. You know what I mean? Respucia of records. You know what I mean? It's nasty work out there. We could definitely, listen, we get back to 500, somehow, some way, we might be the second seed in the East. The East is nasty work right now. We get back to 500, we probably third seed. Easy. Easy work. Easy work. As crazy as it may sound, we might end up third seed. But all jokes aside, we beat a solid, like this Timberwolves team ain't nothing to play with. You know what I mean? They're straight up, like they're a straight up good team. You know what I mean? We gave them that work. We came in there ready to work. They came in there ready to work, and the better team won. That's all it was. What more could we ask for than this type of battle? That's what we're prepared to do. We're prepared to work. If nothing else, we're prepared to work. That's it. Don't ask us if we tough. You're gonna see. Don't ask us if we're comfortable with where we are. We're not. We would rather be at 500 and then let the chips fall where they may. You know what I mean? Like I want us to be relentless in our pursuit of getting back to 500. I know a lot of y'all are in y'all tanks already, but nobody care about none of that. Like if you keep having this habit of quitting and whenever shit don't work out your way, you might as well just give up on everything. Because quitters are gonna quit no matter what. Don't give me that, it's been 3-4 years and it's the same people saying quitting. At some point, you can't shake the habit if you're a quitter. If you quitted 365, 3, 4, 5 years in a row, that becomes a habit. That's your new habit phase. You can't just go from quitting to winning. There's a lot that has to be learned, and you have to go through it. The pain of losing and not having it your way, that's part of the process. You can't just quit and wait for a better circumstance. Nah, you're going to be faced with the same problems and the same responsibilities. You might as well deal with the reality that's in front of you because it's just going to repeat itself again next season. I don't care about none of that. Like, y'all, let's hoop. If we lose, but we're hooping. We're trying to win. Ain't no like, let's tank and then try to get this epic. Nah. Yeah, all right, man. We already know Cooper flag is staying stateside. Everybody knows that. Oh, but this draft is deep. It's always deep. The fantasize is always going to look better than the reality that's in front of you. You got to deal with the reality. You can't just keep switching sides and wanting to quit. And no, let's go ahead and tank. Man, we got 66 games left. Nah, I'm not with it. Let's compete. If they beat us, they beat us. But we got to give ourselves the opportunity to start digging ourselves out this hole and get used to that. Because there's going to be losing streaks. No matter how good our team is, a lot goes into winning. especially more so now than ever. A lot goes into winning. Everybody got their own set of distractions on top of the team distractions, on top of the media, on top of competing against other teams who want the same thing you want. And other teams want the same thing you want. At some point, you're going to have to truly compete. You fail forward. That's it. There's no one coming to save us. Like we've been saying this for years. There is no one coming to save us. And we don't need it. Shit, the league is about to be in the palm of our hands, and we just keep working. When LeBron leaves, it's going to be up for grabs. When Steph is on his way out, it's going to be up for grabs. KD, when all them dudes transition to being bench support players like Melo was, man, it's over. We're going to steamroll everybody if we do this and build the right way. You can't keep ducking these fades because you don't think you can win. There's something for you to learn. That pain has a lesson within it. You got to go through it. Take that ass whooping. Understand that it's a necessary evil. And walk into the dark side and do what you got to do. We got to stop trying. Like, there's too many people in the fan base that want to duck these fades. So, all right, we losing. So, I don't mean we got to quit. Like, the fuck you talking about? Let's keep hooping, keep attacking, keep figuring it out. There's some answers to our problems that we need to find. And in competing, genuinely, we'll find those answers. Because we're going to see the same problems. Basketball is repetitive. I don't know if y'all get it or not. It's all the same shit. It's going to be repetitive. After a certain point, it's the same shit. It's on repeat. It's the same shit. You figure out how to win. Once you figure out how to win, you can build from there. It ain't like you're not going to lose, but you learn how to learn from the losses, make adjustments, adapt, play better next time, compete better next time. Be a bigger headache next time. At some point, you're going to get your win streak, but the losing streaks happen. Even when we're whole, whoa, we can be number one in the East. You trying to tell me we go on a 4-game win streak, y'all going to start talking about tanking? We're the 5th seed in the East, and we go on a 4-game losing streak, and y'all, let's tank then. We might as well tank. There's this kid over there in haberdashery land, and we are the solution to our own problems. It ain't that difficult. We're overcomplicating it. We're allowing our minds to make it that much more difficult than what it actually is in front of us. We're turning a molehill into a mountain for no reason. It's our imagination that's running crazy. It's not as hard as you think it is to be a good team in the NBA. It takes work, but it's not impossible because you see other people doing it. I'm not with the tanking. I like this team. I like us competing. Let's continue the process and keep making progress. We'll be fine. However it works out, but we can't be a part of it not working out. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I'm out of here. Peace.